According from you, it's from someone that is working in your team.
Yeah.
So I think why not lah? We view this house. So after viewing this house, then we were like, whoa. We were a bit shocked because the seller actually decided to like sell this house, and it was like newly renovated.
Initially, we had to top up 5K, right?
COV, yeah.
Yeah, the COV of 5K. But then after an appeal, then yeah, we do not have to cash out anything.
So you managed to get a good unit, well renovated, almost about 95K.
Yes.
With no COV. Hey everyone, Firdaus here, and today I have with me Farid and also Nadhirah with another testimonial video. And today we'll be sharing with you their experience on buying their first house. So where we are at right now is in their new home, and they've gotten their keys actually last year, right after circuit breaker period. So they've moved in finally, and yeah, here we are. I'm gonna talk to them about their experience, what happened before, during, and also after. So thank you so much for your time tonight. Maybe you can share with them how did we actually get in touch, and why you decided to meet me before you buy a house.
Initially, I know Firdaus way back in secondary school, but we don't talk. But I found out that he is actually a property agent, and then I saw his videos, and then I was very much interested to get our house of our own. So that's where I followed her. I followed him at Instagram. I followed him at Instagram and then at Facebook as well. Finally, I decided to have the courage to just give him a text and said that I would like to get a house and maybe find out more from him about how the process is like.
So when we meet up, do you remember what did we go through?
We went through about the price, the COV. Apa lagi?
The process.
The process.
The duration also, how long it will take for the whole process lah.
And also your budget.
The budget is.
So we went through mainly the calculation, how to get your budget, the whole timeline process, so that you are aware from A to Z what's going to happen, and also the cash breakdown. I think that's more important for first-time buyers. So that includes the COV as well.
Yes, correct.
Yeah. So since you are actually looking into areas that are badly affected in terms of Malay quota, okay, so that's something that I highlighted during the process, during the meetup as well. So because normally for first meetup, I don't bring for viewing right away. That's my style. I will always make sure that you understand the whole process first before we proceed. Yeah. The period that we wanted to start, that was early 2020, which is before the whole this circuit breaker. Okay. That was the time where we really had to wear masks to view everything lah. So do you remember how many days we went for viewing?
It was only 2 days.
2 days.
Two short days.
Yeah. Because the choices wasn't
much.
There weren't much option, especially in the area that we are looking for, and also a lot of this quota issue lah. So there were a lot of units that we couldn't view, but we managed to view some units on 2 separate days, and until we land on this unit.
So it actually started from the first viewing actually. So we have this intention of rushing initially, but I think after a while we said why not we look for more houses at a point of time. So we did a first viewing at Tampines actually. So
long corridor.
Long.
And at that point of time we have like, wow, this corridor is too long for us lah. So we actually crossed the house actually. So the next house is according from you, it's from someone that is working in your team. So I think why not lah? We view this house. So after viewing this house, then we were like, whoa. We were a bit shocked because the seller actually decided to like sell this house, and it was like newly renovated. So it's like, well, it's a good bargain actually. I think being patient is key lah. Especially when viewing a house and everything. And at the point of time, it's like we are rushing because we also have our timeline, and the thing is it's the beginning of the circuit breaker, so it's a bit it's a bit worrisome, but yeah, I think everything goes well lah.
Fun fact for everyone out there, this unit that they got, it wasn't even marketed yet. So because of the internal network that I had with the agent, so we managed to secure a viewing, and then before the unit was being listed out, we gave a good price that sellers are okay to accept, and then we lock in. Yeah, before any other buyer. So you all are like the VVIP. Okay, so one thing about this unit also, you have a lot of privacy.
Yes.
Yeah, because you wanted, if possible, corner unit and stuff like that. So you managed to get a unit that has this type of privacy, and I think you're familiar with the area also.
Yes,
yes,
Yeah, so I think that is a plus point for you.
Initially, we had to top up 5K, right? With,
COV,
the COV of 5K. But then after an appeal, then we do not have to cash out anything.
When you log in, I think COV wasn't really a norm, or it happened. COV still happened, but it wasn't as common as what it is now. So to back then, 5K COV is still something like, oh, this is still a bit too much. Whereas nowadays, 5K COV is a blessing. Okay, so when you got that 5K COV, and normally when we appeal to HDB, they won't approve the appeal. They will stick as the valuation price itself. But we managed to go through, mainly because of the cost that sellers spend on the reno. The total reno cost that sellers spend, you remember? How much?
I think it was close to 95,000.
95K, yeah?
Yeah, about 95,000.
Yeah, so when we provided all the documents to HDB, and thankfully sellers help us also to provide all the documents, the receipts, and they still keep all the receipts. So thankfully they help us on that also. So we appealed and we managed to bring it down to 0 COV at all. So we managed to get a good unit, well renovated, almost about 95K with no COV. Yeah. So I think this is really
a good deal.
Yeah, good deal meant for you lah. Yeah, even before this being listed out, I think once this is listed out, we'll never know lah. What are the chances? So the whole process, I think it took you about maybe 6-7 months, about that, and then you finally get the keys. So I think that timeline is somewhat the timeline that I mentioned to you previously, which is typically up to about 7 months. Yeah, but because a bit of delay here and there, so 7-8 months is still within the timeline. Overall, I would say the whole process went smoothly. Yeah. Alhamdulillah, that's right. So I think this is something that a lot of first-time buyers are worried about also. How much cash they need to fork out, because there are a lot of people out there with this misconception where they will pay a lot of cash in terms of covering the fees. COV is one thing because that one is because of the valuation price, but in terms of cash to cover the whole process, normally they say 20K, 30K, but they mistook it as down payment. But actually all you need to cover is just throughout the whole process itself, which is for you less than 8K, I think. About there. Yeah, so I think this is also useful for the first timer out there. You don't really need a lot of cash to cover the whole process. The one thing that you need to worry about is the COV right now. But if that is eliminated or minimized, then I think you won't be forking out too much cash actually.
I was quite pleased lah, pasal the viewing was quite fast, and then I actually tell you which area I want, then what are the things that then you managed to find for us, certain units for us to view. So I was very pleased actually.
We are just comfortable with you because of that. I think we are more open-minded to like suggestions and everything.
And certain times whereby if we forget what is supposed to happen next, and then we both will keep on like texting you, and you like will straight away cakap, oh, you need to do this, and then you explain to us again, macam radio rosak gitulah. We really appreciate that.
I think dealing with both of you was a smooth one, was an easy one, because I love working with clients who are of the same age group. You know, it's easy for us to connect also. We are young lah, we are still young.
We are.
Okay, so when we communicate, I think we have the same wavelength, so I think it makes it easy also for us to communicate.
For youngsters like us, we always have this misconception of, oh, resale is very expensive. But the truth is, you really need to sit down and really talk to an expert so you will know what are the steps that you should take forward lah. I think it's best lah actually, rather than you
Because we had the
teka-teka
same
and just
worry,
like you will just keep worrying about something that is not true. Because you listen to old people
Yeah, all the myths.
and nasihat orang tua, sometimes it can be right, but sometimes
Outdated.
it's a bit outdated lah,
Yeah.
because their generation is far from us. So I
Correct,
think
correct.
it's best to approach someone that is knowledgeable and know all this lah.
In fact, I think one of the common myth that I heard was that if you take resale grant, you have to give back to the government.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, when actually it goes back to your OA lah when you sell. And also another common myth is if you take grant, you have to pay a very huge sum of resale levy.
Yes.
If based on older times, yes, your resale levy is a lot, but now it's being updated already. So like what you said, I think best right now for those of them who are still 50-50 and they want to know, find out.
Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
Rather than keep guessing or ask Mr. Google.
Yes.
Okay, so I think last question, very important question for me to ask you. Will you recommend me to anyone?
Of course. Sudah tentu.
Sudah tentu
Yeah, because I think that he's very resourceful, and I think he's quite like my husband say, he's an expert in whatever he's doing. So yeah, it's best if you have someone, and it will be much more convenient for you, especially for young working parents like us. Then when you have somebody to actually handle all these paperwork for you and then explain to you, and then macam you nyanyuk and then you forget and all that, he's always like keeping track things for you lah.
Yeah.
So yes, highly recommended.
Thank you so much again for your time tonight, for this generous and kind testimonial.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so if there's anything that you'd like to find out more about your housing matters, you can contact me at 94592866. I'll be happy to assist you. Thank you for watching this video. I'll see you in my next one. Firdaus here, signing off.